Alrighty. Market's about to be open. 5 minutes. Just gonna wait. Looking at the higher time frame, probably gonna look for shorts only. It's 50-50. Actually more like 70-30 short side. So I'm looking for shorts first, but I am opening to going long if they present it. But for now, I'm looking to go short. If you look at the 15-minute and 1 hour time frame, we got some very smooth level down below. market's about to be open. Make sure this thing's working. Alright, we're opening in 2 seconds. FOMCs today, so we're not trying to rush anything. Gonna get long here or short here. 15-second fair value gap. We're in. Using this gap here. moving stops down to this level. Lower our risk by about half. So now we're more comfortable sitting in this trade because it's going to be a long ride to the bottom. Actually not that long. We're almost at TP. Moving stops down to here. To break even. Gonna move stops here. If they stop us out, it's whatever. Alright, we're stopped out. $60 Small profit on the first trade. They might go higher here. I'll buy once it drops down to somewhere in this area. Trying to find a number. 607. So right here. Get in with a limit order. It's the first fair value gap of the day. Alright, we're in. If they're gonna break up above this higher, there's a gap I want to be in. If we get stopped out, I am done for the day. We'll move our stop up once they break above this high. The recent high they made. Not yet. Okay, there we go. Now we can move our stops up. Move it up to here. I want my TP to be here actually. Some of the liquidity up there. That's the easiest target for only 5 points. For now, yeah. They could come down and stop us out. Targeting these levels over here. These smooth highs. John, I saw you cook today, man. Starting the PA tomorrow. Those evals are hard to pass. If it's good price action, it would keep going up. Yeah, if it was good, but we have FOMC today, big news, so they might just chop around. They don't have to go up like super cleanly. That's why I'm not moving my stops up like super fast. But yeah, we have some liquidity up here. They should at least sweep, and then we have some my final TP here, which is right here. So we got 2 targets. I'm going for the second one. If it was good, they would do one shot instead of pulling back. We'll see though. We're bouncing off this little gap here. They're making another one, which should not be traded to if they're bullish. I want to see them push through this, not like go up above and dip back down. Yeah, like gap through it, push through it. We don't want to see this. It's gonna be our first winning day in a while. If TP's hit, I will move my stops up to here, which is below this half point of 15-second fair value gap. Okay, we don't want to see this for them to sweep these highs and go lower. If they start breaking down, they're probably going to go for our stop. One day is all it takes to make your losses back. Yeah. That's why you gotta stick to it. We're profitable since our risk reward is so high. So we're profitable. But I'm just trying to get the win rate up. Get better entries, better exits, better patience. Don't overtrade. Overtrading is what I struggle with. Patience, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with sitting through all of this as long as I know where my stop is. So I'm okay with it. There you go. We're coming back down. Preferably they go up from here, but we'll see. We did just sweep the highs. FOMC day. I might just exit here, honestly. Gonna call here. I don't like how they're being, so I'm gonna exit the trade. This is a sweep of the highs and they're coming lower. They should not have pulled back this much. They could still go back up here, but not to my favor. So better I called it there. re-enter short or long? I could re-enter long to target this, or I could enter short because they swept this and they're going lower, and I could technically enter short on this fair value gap here. But the thing is, it's like a 50-50. I don't know why. Which way is better? You think long? Yeah, I could re-enter long. But this sweep right here is what, right here, this one right here, this low sweep above, that's what's making me exit, or else I would have held through the trade. We got out right here. I would have held through the trade if we didn't sweep this, break structure, because this is a structure break, and this right here is technically an order block that they're rejecting off of. This is the order block after sweeping highs. So I'm not a fan of either side. I don't want to short because we have this level up here, and I don't want to long because we broke structure after sweeping liquidity. So I'm just gonna sit and wait. Probably might call it. We'll see. No, not really. I've just been trading with Apex. What platform were you trading with? Tradify? I heard of it. Is it good? This Thursday and Friday is going to be choppy since we have FOMC. Today's Wednesday. We have FOMC today at 2. News is today. Instant funding. Yeah, pretty much every prop firm has instant funding now. If I think so. I'm not sure if TopStep has it. Apex hasn't have it yet. They might have it since where everybody else has it. But yeah, Tradify, instant funding. That's pretty much every prop firm. Is instant funding good though? Where you just buy PA accounts and you can instantly get funded, something like that. Yeah, see, this would be a good short if I want to get back in short. Reversal, inversing this gap again. So I would get in short here normally and aim for these lows since we swept liquidity up here. But I'm just gonna wait. It's FOMC and 50-50 your side, so I'm just gonna wait. Or I'm just gonna call it. We're just watching, see what they do, if they go higher or lower. I think lower at this point, since we broke structure, liquidity swept, and you have a bunch of these fair value gaps you can always enter in. It's high probability trade. Oh, okay, sure. So my first trade was this, right? I wait for a liquidity sweep, which is this, the open. This is the open. I was looking at this gap. This is a gap I was looking at, right? We swept at the open. We swept down. We go up above this gap. We swept these. We don't sweep the absolute high, but we swept these, which is good enough for me. They come down. They retest this gap. Then they break lower, and I enter in on the very first fair value gap, which is this. And this is same gap you see across my screen all day. So I enter short in here on the first retest this gap. My stops above the gap, which they never went above. So that's my entry setup. They went all the way down. They didn't hit my TP. They reversed. I trailed my stop down. They reversed, hit my stops for a small profit, which is good. So we made a little bit profit on the first one. TP was not hit, but this reversal is a break of structure to go higher, right? Higher to where? To the next liquidity pool, which is what? Which is this. So we have two liquidity pool. So if they're gonna break structure and go higher, they're gonna go higher to either liquidity pool. RTP was honestly, looking back, a little too ambitious given that today's FOMC, but they did go to this liquidity pool here, and they're reversing off this. So my entry here is a retest on a fair value gap, which is not on the chart but is on a 1 minute chart. Here, let me show you on 1 minute chart on the retest. I have another chart up, but this is the gap I was looking at. Retest. There's also one more level in here, which was why I entered in right here. It's a long explanation, but yeah, this is the other gap I'm looking at. We broke structure on the 15-second, came down. I took this here, and I was targeting up here on this second TP, which was earlier for the second trade. So noting moving forward, I'm probably going to take out on the first target. If there's like a big news day or something, I'm probably going to take out the first target instead of being too ambitious for the second one. So yeah, once get back on the 15-second chart. So that was my entry. My exit was up here, which did not hit, second time in a row, and I got out here because we broke structure. Like, this structure is broken on this move down. They should not have gone below this if they're going to go higher to the second one. And we're talking about how they could reverse off here, just dip into it and go lower, which you're never sure of, but you can anticipate. And this move back up, they're going back up, so they're just going back and forth. But that was my thought process for all my entries. Dodgies did the same thing. Same thing what? Like where? On this inverse right here? Oh, this inverse fair value gap here. I could see Dodgies doing that. That's his entry model. Yeah, his entry model is inversing gaps. But not all gaps are created equal. So that's why mine's a little different strategy. But yeah, I think my flaw today was I was too ambitious on the TPs when I could have just took it out on like something easy since it's FOMC. But yeah, my TP was like somewhere below this low for my first trade. I forgot where it was, but it was somewhere below here, which they did not sweep. And they're probably gonna go sweep since they didn't go higher. They dipped into this liquidity pool on the smaller time frame. They dipped into this and they're going lower. I think they're gonna go sweep out some of these lows over here, most likely. So if I was to take a trade now, I'll probably look for a short, like something like this gap, but not this gap. This gap would not be a bad trade, but I would wait for them to break this up move, like below this body. This guy break below this body, like right here. Then I can enter in on like anything, any short trade. So now would be a good short, personally. But I'm not gonna take another trade. I'm gonna call it here actually. Yeah, no for next time. Big news, take it out on the first TP. I say that every single time, but we're actually gonna do it next time. Since you're up, would you want to enter a game? There was a low swept. Since you're up, would you want to enter again? Nah. I'll enter again if it's a good trade, but there's no good trades right now. I think we're going lower, but there's usually during FOMC they'll go back and forth, back and forth. They're not gonna make the move clean, like super clean. Maybe they do once or twice, but this actually is very rare. Usually FOMC they chop back and forth, kind of like this, back forth, back forth. The delivery is not very clean. But since they broke structure, I would enter short like anywhere, retest this gap, stops above this high, because this high should not be traded to technically. So I'd probably enter in short like anywhere in here, like retest of this fair value gap. Actually, I would actually do that. I'll do it on any other day, but we have FOC later in the day, so delivery is not gonna be super clean, less odds. So we gotta sit out, where I'm sitting out. Probably go get do some. Yeah, this is where I caught it. Thanks for watching, man. Or let me close out the video actually. Thanks for watching, guys, and follow for more. Right. Thanks, John. Thanks for coming, bro. Watch my small dubs. Pretty much just scalps. Yeah, 20 points from this TP, this TP. Not bad. This would be a good trade Dodgies would take. I could see him taking this trade 100%. Reverse of this fair value gap, and Dodgies would most likely take this TP off here. This would be a good reversal. But yeah, I'm gonna call it. Thanks for watching, man. See you tomorrow, probably.